Hello, this is Leslie Okur, a software developer. Today's tutorial is on how we can integrate the Paystack API into our Flutter app. Paystack enables you to accept payments from customers using different payment channels such as cards, mobile money accounts, and QR codes, directly from their bank account or USSD. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. The first step is to create a new Paystack account if you have not had one already, or skip to step 2 if you have the Paystack account. Let's go to the Paystack website. Click Create a free account. This is where you create a new Paystack account and enter the necessary info. If you have already the account, you can log in right away. If you have already the account, you can log in right away. On the left panel, there are many features offered by Paystack to use in our app. Now we have got our Paystack account, and the next step is to download Postman if you have not installed it on your computer yet. Download the setup for Windows. Postman is available for Mac and Linux as well. I have already installed it on my computer, so I will just cancel the download. Let me open the Postman now. Postman is an application used for API testing. It is an HTTP client that tests HTTP requests, utilizing a graphical user interface, through which we obtain different types of responses that need to be subsequently validated. We need to create a collection to save all requests. Rename the collection to Paystack API. We have finished installing the Postman. Before we start exploring their API, let's go to Paystack API docs. If we want to access to their API, we need to get our secret key. We can get the key from the dashboard settings. Click API Keys and Webhoods tab. You will see two keys, Live and Test Secret and Public keys. Let's copy the test secret key for testing the API. Add the copied key to an environment on the top right side so all requests under the Paystack API collection can use the key to access the API. Assign the key to the Paystack API collection so that the requests can inherit the key. Select Bear Token from the drop-down and type secret key. We have got our key and assigned it to the collection for API access. Now we have set up the Postman. The next step is to create a new customer via the Paystack API. Scroll down to Customer and click on it to display customers' endpoints available. Let's see what API we can use to create the customer. This is a Create Customer API endpoint. And headers. Fields including email, first_name, last_name, and phone, optional. Another optional field is metadata. We can add further information about the customer or other info. Copy the API endpoint. Go back to Postman. Add a request under the Paystack API collection. Provide a name for this request, create a customer. Paste the endpoint here. So what is a method for this endpoint? It is a post method. See, that type of authorization is already inherited from the collection. Now we are going to add fields necessary for creating the customer. Email and its value. First_name and its value. Last_name and its value. Phone and its value. That is all, but we may also add metadata if you want further information from the customer. For now I will not need metadata. Hit send to the API to create a new customer. The customer is created successfully. Check the returned result. There are so many key fields included. If you get an error with the status code 401, it means you are not authorized to access the API endpoint. Get the right key from your Paystack dashboard or assign the key to the header as I instructed earlier. We can retrieve all customers we created. Go back to the Paystack API docs and check an endpoint for retrieving all customers. Click List Customers. See that the same endpoint used to create a customer instead of the method which is get. And header, authorization token as well. Add another request and rename it to list of customers. Paste the endpoint. Oh, I forget to add another header. Content type and its value, application/JSON. Then click Send to get the list of customers. The list of customers is retrieved successfully. The customer we created earlier is right here. The rest were created for my mobile and web apps. Okay, we can get a particular customer via his or her email or customer code. Get the details of a customer on your integration. Check its endpoint. Copy the endpoint. Let's duplicate the request. Rename it to fetch customer. Paste the endpoint here. Copy the customer's email address from the list of customers and paste it here. No need to make changes to the headers. The particular customer is fetched successfully. We can also retrieve a particular customer using customer code. The same result is returned. So far we were able to create a new customer, retrieve all customers, fetch a particular customer, and update the existing customer's data. Let's do one more. We can also update the existing customer. Click Update Customer. Copy the endpoint. The same headers and fields. Duplicate the request and rename it to Update Customer. What is the method for this endpoint? It is the put method for updating the customer. Select put and paste the endpoint. We need to get the customer's customer code. No need to make changes to the headers. Now I want to change the customer's first name and last name. The customer's first/last name is updated successfully. Check if the customer's data is really updated. The customer's name has been updated. Let's save all unsaved requests and close. So far we were able to create a new customer, retrieve all customers, fetch a particular customer, and update the existing customer's data. In the next tutorial, we will initialize a transaction to authorize a customer to make a payment. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit a bell to get notified when new tutorials are uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you soon.